meet you. My name is Ayn, and today I am going to show you a little tour of my office space. I had already filmed an office tour for my previous flat, and this was right at the beginning of the pandemic when we were all trying to figure out how to actually work from home. So if you haven't checked that out, I would say go and have a look, because I leave like some really nice tips for people that don't have much space. So today I am going to show you where I have been working when I work from home most of the time. We do share this room between me and my partner, which means that when we have meetings, and it's a lot of those times, we can't really talk over each other, so we still end up kind of taking the laptop into the kitchen in turns. But having said that, I have really loved being able to kind of like have a dedicated working space where I can leave work at the end of the day, and I can even shut the door if I want to. And this is going to be a really good opportunity for me to also bid farewell to this spot, because we are about to downsize and we're only going to have a 1-bedroom flat, which means that there's not going to be any room dedicated to the office, and God help us, but I do have some ideas on how to make that space work. So if you are in a situation where you're trying to still figure out a way to actually, you know, have a dedicated corner for your job whilst you're at home, let me know, because I might just film a little video with some of the solutions that we have found. But for now, I am going to still enjoy until the very last second this beautiful setup that I was able to create in this flat. And I thought I'd just show you. So thank you so much to the subscriber that actually asked me to do this. It's such a great idea. And I never would have thought of doing it otherwise, but I am a bit nosy, and I don't know about you, but I do love to see how people work and how they get organized and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully this is gonna be a fun little video. I remember the day that we started putting everything together and the day that I bought the desk that I have right now. It's a quite expensive desk, at least for my pockets, so it was definitely seen as an investment. But after having bought a small desk from a charity shop for about 30 quid, I could tell that actually it was not the right desk for me. It was too narrow, and I really wanted to have like a bit more space to be able to have both a big monitor, but also being able to pull out my laptop for, you know, our beloved Zoom calls and stuff like that. So I decided to invest in a desk, and it was, as I said, like a bit expensive for me, but I definitely think it was worth it. It's a beautiful desk. It's got 3 amazing drawers, and I basically tried to dedicate each of the drawers to something different. One of them is dedicated to my day job, my 9 to 5, and I keep in there the laptop, a notebook that I use, usually just like a little notepad to do to-do list. Then I have my work phone, and also I have some bookmarks just in case I need to send anything to clients from the house, so that I can put that into the books and just send it off. So it's very simple, it's very small, but it's just like nice, because at the end of the week and at the end of the day, I just put everything that is work related into that space, and then I just kind of leave it there. The other one is actually dedicated to my side hustle and just like my personal things. So I've got my laptop, my MacBook is stored in there, and then my drives and other bits and bobs, another notebook which I purely dedicate to just like brainstorming videos, or if I'm doing a coaching call, just like taking notes and stuff like that. And again, it's just quite nice because I can just like have all the stuff that I need to do my YouTube and my side business in one place without having it just scattered around the desk whilst I'm doing my 9 to 5, which is something that I definitely don't like. And then the really big one, which is the last one, is the one in the middle, actually has like a bunch of different things, but a lot of the time I'd end up putting, if I have to clear the desk, I'll just put things in there. So there is a few extra notebooks just in case I need them, some highlighters, just some stationery and things like that. But it does end up to be, sadly, the junk one. I basically, just like drop things in it every time that I don't know where to put something, which is, you know, not great, but also I think is pretty normal. So yes, I'm not gonna bless you with the photos of the actual junk that goes in there, because I thought I'd keep it really nice and professional and lovely and curated, if you like. But it, you know, I'm a human being, so it does happen to me as well. All in all, my desk is usually pretty clear of clutter, at least like on the surface level. I really don't like to work in a cluttered space, so I pretty much only keep just a few photo frames with prints that I love. One is New York and the other one is from an illustrator that I actually found on Instagram, and she's amazing, so I'll link her down below as well. I keep some rose water, which I like to use when I am trying to switch tasks, or for example, if I have a very long day and I spend a lot of the time at my desk doing my 9 to 5 and then I have to kind of switch into my side business, I'll just spray a little bit of that to kind of like give me the feeling that I am now in a new environment because of like the smell and just like a little bit of feeling refreshed and things like that. I have a hand cream because my hands are always super dry. And probably two of the best investments that I made for my desk were buying some wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse, because honestly there is like a little socket in the desk where you can basically plug into all your cables and just make sure everything stays steady. But really you don't want a lot of cables around, both for safety reasons and just like for peace of mind. I switch between the two laptops, so my personal one and my work one, a lot, and if I had to do that all the time and like unplug everything all the time and try to tidy it, it would be an absolute nightmare. So that was like the first thing, and I bought a keyboard and a mouse. Actually, you can switch between a MacBook and a regular laptop, which is great. Sorry for the change in lighting if you're seeing this, because oh my god, there's like a big cloud that came through. The other essential that I really love is my water bottle. You would have seen this if you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, come and say hello. But essentially I bought this on Amazon and it just keeps me drinking. It's got all sorts of motivational lines, takes you from like 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, it is just, you know, as big as my head, if not a bit bigger, but it does the job. It's great. It is very noisy today. Oh my goodness. Oh well. The other thing that is pretty important in my office space is obviously space for books. So you can see behind me there are some beautiful bookshelves, and these are probably also not gonna make it to the new flat, so stay tuned to see what I'm going to do with the extra books. I probably will be doing like a bit of a giveaway on Instagram, or yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna have to find some creative solutions to store my books in the new place. But I absolutely obviously love being surrounded by books, and I switched the bookcases actually recently. I had different ones when I was in the other flat, but then I really wanted to have something like white and bright and a bit taller as well. And I went for these ones, which are from IKEA, and they're great. They were very easy to assemble, she says, but actually some did help me. And then I went for like a very simple kind of rainbow coloring coding situation to organize my books. I'm not too particular with the kind of books that I have in terms of like, you know, having them by genre or having them by alphabetical order. I think I quite like aesthetically pleasing things. So for me, the color coding is the easiest and most peaceful way to kind of organize my books. But I would love to know, which one is your favorite? How do you organize your books? I'm super intrigued. Let me know in the comments. So yeah, so that was like one thing that I really wanted to do. Really, when I'll show you like what people see when I have like Zoom meetings, they don't really see at all the bookcase. So it's definitely not done to be, it's definitely not done to like be cool or to look cool. But generally speaking, this is probably what they're gonna see, just like my face. And then there's a little bit of background in here, so you can see like the, what do you call that? Like a lamp and our chair. And then often they actually see Sam. So if I am on Teams now, I just blur my background so that he can just like, you know, do whatever, or he doesn't have to be like in shot, because that's obviously not very nice. But a lot of the time, as I said, I would just like move to the kitchen to actually, you know, take meetings and stuff like that. So all in all, I really have loved having this office space. It goes without saying that I am very lucky to be able to afforded to have a space like this. We have basically made the decision that that was like a necessary thing for us given the situation that was happening, and I really don't regret it. I feel like having a place where you can leave your work and leave your job and, or you know, your work, your side hustles, whatever, is quite nice, and then you get to relax in the rest of the house and the other spaces. So very happy to have made that decision. And one thing that I didn't say is I often just keep like a candle on my desk, and I don't know if this is true, but like somebody was saying that is actually helpful to like focus if you lit a candle. But then like my brain literally immediately went to, I can't have a candle lit for like 8 hours a day, because surely that is like completely unhealthy, even if it's like a soy natural candle. If anyone knows the answer to this, please let me know. But yeah, so I often like to just have a little candle when, especially when I have to focus or when I have to do something that requires a little bit more inspiration. I set the scene a little bit more, which is really nice. And I think it does help me. It's probably just placebo. It's probably one of those things that you think helps you, but really it's just the idea of it that helps. But whatever works, hey? I mean, I'm terrible at focusing, especially lately. So anything that I can get and can help me, I will get. So that was kind of it for today's video. I wanted to show you a little bit about how I organize my space. Please, one small request, don't compare yourself. I do this too many times and a lot on Instagram and on YouTube as well. I look at people's spaces and think, oh my goodness, they're so tidy and they do everything so nicely. And this is a curated video. I did tidy up my office. It isn't like this all the time. I just wanted to make sure that this doesn't become something that makes you feel bad about your space. So thank you so much if you've watched until the very end, and if you do, don't forget to subscribe, and please leave me a comment. Let me know, do you have an office space? Would you like to have an office space? Have you got a Pinterest board with all your dreams like office looks? Because I had that and actually it didn't turn out to be anything like those ones anyway. But yeah, I would love to hear from you and love to chat with you in the comments. So I hope this was like interesting and you had a little peek into my space, and thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. So I have one of the drawers, which is, I can't say this word. One of the draw. How do you say draw? Well, you know what I mean.